Every summer, I look forward to visiting this little farm outside of Westlock, Alberta. But I'm always amazed at how much technology and, of course, science has changed in farming. I've really kind of immersed myself in my YouTube research about farming and how it all works. But every year, I'm blown away by how much it's changed and how much Canadian farmers are different than US farmers. Welcome to Fishbuck Farms in Westlock, Alberta. Hey, good morning, guys. So today I'm in Westlock, Alberta, and I'm at the Fishbuck Farms. Now, the Fishbucks are my brother-in-law and my wife's sister. They live here on a farm in Westlock, Alberta. Just a tiny town. It's about an hour outside of Edmonton. I guess northwest. I could be wrong. You can put it in the comments, but they have this farm they've had in their family for generations. And I'm just out here doing a little family reunion. I just thought I'd show you around before the rain comes. It's supposed to dump rain for the next 4 or 5 days. So
one day it started raining and it didn't quit for 4 months.
5 days. So set up the drone, got some drone shots of it, and they have that. I'm not sure how the video is going to turn out, but they have this drone called the T50 from DJI, and they use it for farm mapping. So it's the same one search and rescue use. It's got an infrared camera and LiDAR, and they use it for spraying their crops. So basically they get the lay of the land, and then they send up the big drone, which I'm hoping, fingers crossed, we get some shots of it, to do the actual spraying of the crop. So that's what they use it for. It's pretty cool. They have everything on the farm here. So this guy here walking around there, that's Monty. Monty is a potbelly pig, and they've raised it since young, and it's kind of funny. It used to sit with the owner and have Cheerios and stuff for breakfast, so it's like a family pet, if you will, but it's getting a little big, so let's just say the family pet is outgrowing its ranks. So not a huge farm. As you can see, but definitely enough to keep them busy. They don't do a lot of livestock. They got a little bit of livestock, but they do a lot of canola and grain and that kind of stuff, a little bit of hay. So it's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool farm they've got here, and definitely a different lifestyle that I'm not used to. Should be pretty neat. Hopefully send up the drone later and get some shots of that. But I'll get back to you guys in a bit.
Hey everybody, my name is Andrew Adley. After a workplace accident, I was left as a above-knee amputee. I had a decision to make. Get busy living or get busy dying. Obviously, you only have one life, so I made the decision to get busy living, exploring every opportunity that's presented to me. Tune in every week for different adventures, both from accessibility standpoint to adventures with my family and friends. And every adventure begins with one leg at a time.
Cow goes moo, pig goes oink oink, horse goes neigh in the field of green. Sheep goes baa, chicken clucks cluck cluck, down on the farm where the sun is seen. Dog goes woof, cat goes meow meow, duck goes quack in the pond so blue. Goat goes bleat, donkey goes hee haw, everyone's happy the whole day through. Down on the farm we sing all day, with the animals come out and play. Down on the farm, let's jump and run. With our furry friends, we have so much fun. Geese go hop, bees go buzz, buzz, buzz. Rabbit hops, hop in the garden rose. Frogs go ribbit in the box.
It's not a cattle farm, it's more of a agriculture farm, so they do a lot of hay and canola and wheat and that kind of thing. So it's totally a different type of farming that I'm used to coming from British Columbia. British Columbia, they do a lot of irrigation. So they do, because of it being so wet here, they don't need to irrigate. So that's totally different than what I'm used to. So this is coming into the farm, and they've got the family farmhouse here on this side, just by Grover here. And because we're having kind of a family reunion, if you will, they've got their massive trailer. Of course, as you do in Alberta, hooked up to a semi. You know how the Americans say everything's bigger in Texas? Well, everything's bigger in Alberta. So everything's bigger here. And of course, they've got their farm dogs. They got four farm dogs, I think. And they raise bison, and bison's just to eat as a family, as food. But their main business is agriculture. So it's really a cool thing to see. Unfortunately, the next couple of days it's supposed to rain, so I wanted to show you guys before it started dumping, and then I couldn't get any really good shots. So let's go look at the bigger equipment, see what that kind of looks like.
On a farm, we wake up early, feed the cows and the sheep so curly. The sun is bright, the sky is blue, lots of work for me and you. Farm life, got my fun and free. On the farm, so much to see. Animals, fields and big blue skies. Farm life is a big surprise. Hens lay eggs, pigs play in mud. Fields are green, flowers in bud. Ride a tractor, plant some seeds. On the farm, we do good deeds.
So they have half the farm on one side of the highway and then the other half on this side. So I've got one of the future farmers, owners of this property. I'll follow you, showing me around and kind of introduce me to some of the equipment. Unfortunately, I'm a city slicker, so I don't really know a lot about any of this equipment. So showing you guys as I'm learning as I go too. So last time I was here, I thought these things were called silos, because that's always what we've trained as kids, but they're actually called bins or grain bins. So they have a lot of grain bins, but the owner was telling me they don't store a lot anymore. Price-wise, to store the equipment is just not worth it. So a lot of it's already on contract and already sold. So you can see a lot of bins here, and I'll show you the money maker stuffs, the huge cultivators, and so beautiful. You see in the drone shots that I sent up of Rudy, all the yellow, they look like, we're funny, we had some girls here last night. And they're from the city, and they were talking to one of the owners, and they were calling them flowers. So it's kind of funny that they didn't know the difference between canola and flowers. So not to make fun of them, but I wouldn't know the difference either until I kind of got exposed to this and understanding it. I mean, farming used to be so simple. You plant something and you get it. But nowadays, there's so much more to it. There's, watching the millennial farmers taught me a lot about the different types of equipment and drying. It has to be the same, a good percentage. And nowadays, these drones that are going up and spraying the crops, like, it's just mind-blowing, the technology that's come to the farming community.
Being on this farm really can make you fall in love with the farming idea and forget how much hard work it is just to get these crops, and the work at the end just harvesting it, and then you have to sell it. You really have to wear all hats, from businessman to scientist to even fortune teller. It's such a tough business to be in.
It's so cool to see the generations of farmers coming up in this family, and just seeing the equipment changes, you know, and talking to James, it's his family, and how much stuff's changed from him to his dad. Now the same thing's happening to his son Jake, who's probably going to be taking over the farm in the future himself. So there's their semis hauling stuff off to the market. They've got 2 of them. And then they've got that other one that was hooked up to that RV that does the, I guess, pulling the water carts and stuff around, and some of the spraying equipment. So I'll take you over to show you the money maker stuff, if you will, the stuff that everybody thinks of. The big combine. You can see the dogs around everywhere. The dogs, they all have different personalities. This one here in front of it thinks it's one of the boys, so it runs around with one of the boys. Since named Luna. There's the money maker shots. There's the big equipment.
So I'd really hate to do this to you guys, but I have to do this in a 3-part series, actually, in the end. There's just so much content here and so much knowledge. And then I just happened to have a really good conversation with one of the future farmers on the lot about all the equipment, which is really cool. And I didn't want to edit it right out. So I'm going to turn it into a 3-part series.